Welcome to GunThots.
Super scientific test number 1.
This is the Henry AR7 U.S. survival rifle. In order to survive in harsh wilderness conditions, such as these, we have around us right here. You need to learn how to use this rifle. We will now conduct the survival drill. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. Survive! Is that all you got?
Sorry! I want to go home!
Put the gun together! Is that even the right way?
There's a pin!
He's dead.
Have you ever been Owen Wilson and you're a fighter pilot and you got shot down over like Serbia or something? And then you needed to survive.
Survive!
This is the Henry Repeating Arms Assault Rifle 7. This is a floating 22, and by floating I mean it floats in water.
Yes.
Allegedly. That all can be taken apart and fit into this great big stock. And we won't do it right now because it would require us to remove our tactical duct tape job.
Survival.
Dave definitely is not currently holding the gun together. Due to no fault of ours.
Everyone knows that the key component to a survival rifle is remonte.
Is what now?
A remonte.
Which is what?
Remonte.
Meaning,
Does it work good all the time?
True survival rifle must be ready for any conditions.
This is a straight blowback 22 with no last round bolt hole open,
single stack magazines.
single stack magazines.
8 rounds.
It's super simple. There's really no reason for it not to work, but it is a 22, so you have the occasional just weird stuff happening, the weird voodoo stuff that 22 likes to do. So keep that in mind. But for us, it's been decently reliable. And yeah,
As far as 22's rimfires go, it's been good, reliability wise. Other than it broke in half.
that's an issue actually we should talk about.
Yeah, it turns out it's actually not good for golf.
Anyway, we put a ton of Remington Thunderbolt through this, which is not the most high-end 22 ammo.
The best of ammo.
The best of ammo. And it works most of the time.
I would say that the 22 Thunderbolt is as Miller High Life is to beers. It is the champagne of beers, and .22 Thunderbolt is the champagne of .22 long rifle.
That's a great analogy.
Got it.
I know what you're all wondering. How accurate is the Assault Rifle 7? Is it a sniper's weapon? The answer is resoundingly no. Iron sights. We've got this orange front blade, and as you can see,
It's adjustable for
it's
windage.
very adjustable.
The wind actually
So
adjusts it.
Let's just put that back on there. And you've got a rear aperture that has a little like metal leaf back here that
It makes
has
a cool noise.
It's also an instrument.
Yes, can you hear?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Sounds like a Vietnamese string instrument.
It is, I think. That's what they used.
Thank you.
So you got a big hole, and then you can take this screw out and flip it, and then you have a little hole.
It doesn't come with a screwdriver though, so
So you
Bring
can't do
your
it in
own.
the field. You have to decide ahead of time.
If your plane is going down, I would search around the cockpit for a screwdriver.
Right, that would be the time that you would want to decide which hole you want to use to survive.
yep.
Regarding the accuracy, we'll talk about the trigger real quick. We're just going to dry fire the rim fire because we don't care. It's honestly not that bad. The reset is extraordinarily loud. Really, it's not the trigger that's holding it back from accuracy. It's the fact that the barrel is kind of a flexible noodle. And you've got a barrel nut that is only ever hand tight, as you
Made
can
out
see
of
right
plastic.
here. Made out of plastic. And that coupled with our highly adjustable front sight makes this a somewhat inaccurate rifle.
It's got an indexing pin though, so don't worry.
Don't worry, you'll always put the barrel on the right direction.
It's got a bunch of orange pieces, so it looks like a toy, and it feels like a toy. It literally feels like the barrel's made out of plastic. The barrel nut is plastic. The receiver,
Hot metal.
yeah, it's the pottest of metals. And then this is made
Super
to float.
soaker. Literally a
So-
super soaker.
Yeah, it feels like a super soaker.
It's orange so that when people are trying to come rescue you, you can point a gun at them to get their attention.
Right.
You do this.
Wave it in the air.
Yep.
and they see you from a long way
Miles
away.
away.
Another thing to note is that this stock is super wide.
Thick.
It is like a double wide trailer,
It's got a dump truck.
which
Thick snack.
I didn't even realize it was like that until I held one of these.
You can't tell from the pictures.
Yeah, from pictures
Very
it
well.
looks sleek and stuff, and then
And then you realize that the whole gun has to fit inside of here. So, she's thick.
It's like a first date kind of where you have Henry repeating arms who really knows their angles. So they show you this, and then you show up and you see this.
Continuing the ergos, there is a safety.
Oh god.
It is currently, well, you know what? Let's take a deep dive. Let's dig into the AR7. Let's find the safety. And
think
we'll
it's
talk
there.
about it.
there it is.
As you can see, we have
A safety
revealed
door.
the safety. On the side of the receiver, there's a little arrow that points in a direction and it says safe, which is to the rear, and then shoot
To the not rear.
to the not rear. And I don't know if you can really tell from this right now. We'll put in a little cutaway for you guys right here that you're seeing right now of just how floppy and flaccid this safety is.
Yep.
It really feels like it just will go on and off by its own. And
Imagine this. You get shot down behind enemy lines. You spent 4 days in the wilderness, drinking your own tea, starving to death, and there in the meadow, a beautiful, fat, delicious rabbit. You line up your sights. You have the correct aperture or whatever set up. You have the perfect sight picture.
Boom, 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 boom.
Click.
Boom, boom.
Nothing happens because the safety was on. Do you want that happening to you? That was good, thank you.
On this side, we have a charging handle.
It goes in and out.
As you can see, it goes in and out.
Yeah, it's really keeps the gun streamlined and low profile, except for the 2 inches that the stock is.
I mean, I imagine it's so that everything
It's
just
like 4 inches,
fits
bro.
in the hole. But yeah,
It's like at least 12.
you got a little charging handle. Right here, we've got the mag release inside the trigger guard. Great place for it.
For safety reasons.
Yes, it's just a little piece of metal that you can push on.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
I will survive.
Wrong song.
That's not correct.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Just shoot.
The feels.
This feels the same as Final Thoughts. No.
The feel no thoughts.
The final thoughts. My final thoughts on this gun are, it's kind of cool. It has some sort of niche applications, like if you fall in the water a lot for some reason and your backpack comes open and all the contents go floating down the stream.
Splash.
And you need to get this. That's pretty cool.
No, because it floated down the stream and now
With
you
the
don't
rest
know
of your
where it
contents.
is. Instead of just sinking to the bottom where you could have easily recovered it, it's now floated potentially for miles.
Oh, it does fold down into a pretty small package.
Yes, it does.
If you stuff it into there.
That is a plus.
But so does the 1022 backpacker, so does a Ruger Charger, so do pistols, for that matter.
Do you want to show them it in pistol mode?
Yeah, let's show them pistol mode.
Okay. Here, grab that. And let's just... Aha! Pistol mode! Get. And then you gotta reload because there's only 8 rounds. 9 if you really force the last one into the mag. Get. This is honestly, in my opinion, possibly better. You lose a lot of the bulk.
And it has a
And-
holster.
And then this now functions as an outside the waistband holster.
Yep. So you can
So-
cross draw.
Quick draw. Safety's off. Bang. Got him.
Got him. That was fast.
That
Yeah.
was probably faster than I knew.
Okay.
Whoa!
Anyway, as you can see, we are all learning a lot about the AR7 today. Specifically, how it works, I guess. Honestly, we've upgraded again, because now the holster is even faster. My final thoughts on the Henry AR7 are that,
We lost the other little part.
you know, it's honestly not the worst gun. It's definitely a gun.
It's definitely a gun.
You can definitely tell that this was a gun. It was very reliable. It definitely feels like it should be fired like tucked under the arm and just from the hip. The downside is that the mags are too shallow to make this a very viable method of firing it. And beyond that, I really did have a very good time destroying this.
Yeah, so
Hold on. You need to hold the whole gun.
Because he's a king.
I kind of thought this might be an interesting gun. And then
It was
I
interesting.
got to the gun store
But not in a good way.
and I opened up the box and I was like, holy that's ugly as this looks stupid as So we bought it. And
Well, we'd already bought it.
yeah,
at
we'd
that
already
point,
bought it,
yeah.
but I continued to sign for it and whatever you do at gun stores.
Yes.
And I think that I've seen Legos that are sturdier than this. But yeah, this is it's a gun. And just get a 1022 backpacker.
Yeah, I think this This pile of stuff is a really interesting gun. I think it had some cool niche applications. It was a cool design.
I'm interested.
It was interesting for a little while, but ultimately it was kind of boring and it kind of sucked. And in my perfect world, it would have a pistol grip right here, and the barrel would be about this long.
And it would be made by Ruger, and it would be a Mark IV.
And it would be made, it'd look exactly like a Mark IV, and it would cost less, and it would actually work too. That would be cool.
So, like, what if you could just like put a pistol grip right here?
Do you have an extra?
Yeah, I have it right
Do you
here.
have that A2? You have that A2
I have the
right
A2
over there.
right here.
What if you could just put a pistol grip right there and then that won't go on. What we needed was just like a stack of a lot of washers.
Grip, and then you just use your trigger finger to move it around.
Okay, so
We have an update, guys.
we have reconvened, and after a meeting of the minds, we have created the ultimate AR7 survival rifle.
We used what we had in our cockpit, which was an AR-15.
A2 pistol grip.
The whole AR-15. We took the pistol grip off because we don't need that rifle.
Right.
We're gonna survive with
not
this
for
one.
surviving.
Yep.
This one is.
This is brought to you by the men of science behind GunThots. We have a whole team of scientists
It's us.
that put this together,
Yep.
And it's us.
and it's us with the Dremel. This is pretty sick, and
And that's it. That's all you have to know about it.
we're gonna go ahead and stop right here and review this now.
Well, I think we've clearly made it, I mean, at least a dozen times better.
It is honestly much cooler looking.
It looks great.
sick.
The pistol grip definitely does want to fall off, but
It's not.
it's a 22, so it's not actually going to fall off. And if it does, nothing bad will happen.
We did one of our patented. It'll take one thread pitch one time.
So, after great deliberation and further development, we have determined that to optimize the AR7, these pieces should be discarded,
Kaput.
and the A2 pistol grip should be added.
Behold, the AR 6.9.
Yeah, baby.
You guys, very exciting news. This episode was brought to you by Slate Black Industries.
Oh.
For M-Lock accessories.
Please hold. Do it on the side.
Yeah. This episode was brought to you by Slate Black Industries. For M-Lock accessories, grips,
Side, we want side, right?
Yeah.
and more, visit slateblackindustriescom. We're not kidding. Our code is THOUGHTS
Like
for 10% off.
Yeah, we're not kidding. We actually got a sponsor this time, guys. Somebody spent money on us.
Is our code actually THOUGHTS? Let me check.
The code is
Is it THOUGHTS or THOUGHT?
Slate Black Thoughts.
Our code is THOUGHTS. Enjoy 10% off of M-Lock accessories, grips, and more at slateblackindustriescom.
This is one of our favorites. The vertical grip.
The Slate grip?
It's a horizontal grip,
It's
idiot.
called?
The
What is the name?
90 degree.
Are they really an industry, though?
Yes.
We should look into this. What type of industry are they?
This is called the SVG M-Lock, and as you can see, it is not only M-Lock, but also duct tape compatible, so
Yep.
The
it's
super
really
vagina grip.
universal. Street sweeper. GunThots cleaning up the streets. As you can see, this is the most powerful weapon in the world.
This is the modern survival rifle, the AR 6.9 A2 grip from an AR-15. Fits perfectly, no additional fitting required. A dovetail sight from Amazon that works with a BB gun, so you could put a red dot on it, and a horizontal vertical grip courtesy of Slate Black Industries.
Use code THOUGHTS for 10% off
Oh yeah, we're sponsored by them now.
of M-Lock accessories, grips, and more.
Anyway,
Wait, that was the good mag.
got it.
All right, guys. If you made it this far, we've got some good news for you. We have some more merch incoming. So check our website here. To buy some sick new threads.
Look at this shirt right here. This is an amazing shirt because you are a good steward of the force. Disclaimer, we will only sell this to people who are actually good stewards of the force. If we find out you're not a good steward of the force, we will come to your house. This poop stain right here is from shitting myself while picking up trash from the forest.
Yep.
So if that is not your level of commitment, do
Yep.
not buy this shirt.
Double disclaimer, your shirts do not come pre-pooped. You have to do it yourself.
You have to poop on it yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We also will have tank tops back in stock because summer is over and we know you need them. And then we've got some other stuff we're working on that'll be coming out very soon with the next video. It's all very cool. You'll like it very much. Ski masks will be back, and yeah. We also have. Take us away.
what do we have?
Patreon.
To keep up with us when we feel like it, here's our Patreon. We appreciate the support. We let you know and let you into our store early when we have merch.
Correct.
So if you care about that, that's a way in.
Yeah, that looks like shit.
No, it looks good.
And you can write it off on your taxes too. You know
Oh no, bro.
And it's even more broken now.
This is so sexy.
If it's so sexy, put it up your I'll do it.
Has the exact same knife.
I thought it was gonna go in between my fingers.
And it did not. I love that that's on
The sound that you made.
I'm scared of this thing now. Yep. I have nothing to say about this. This unholy abomination.
It's so f***ing cool. I think that we put a lot of thought into improvements for this modern survival rifle, and you know what? It's f***ing awful.
It's still bad?
Still bad. The worst.